In Europe, good afternoon, everybody in the US. I'm Stephen Sashin, CEO, co-founder of Xero Shoes, and I'm here just to chat about what's going on, which is our biggest sale ever. It is our, I got to get this right. It is our inflation busting, inventory adjusting. No, it's not a holiday sale. And what we've done, normally we do a product launch right around now, have our holiday sale around Black Friday, etc. But we've had to swap those. So we're doing our holiday sale early. And you'll find out all the details in the link that's right there at Xeroshoes.eu/fall22 sale or Xeroshoes.com/fall22 sale. We are offering savings of up to 70% on Xero Shoes, shoes, boots, and sandals. And you can also win one of 10 $100 Xeroshoes.com gift certificates or 10 €100 Xeroshoes.eu gift certificates. If you're in the US, you can shop at .com. If you're, or actually in pretty much anywhere other than the EU, shop at .com. If you're in the EU, shop at Xeroshoes.eu. Couple things really quickly. The way you register to win one of those $100 Xero Shoes or €100 $100 Xeroshoes.com or €100 Xeroshoes.eu gift certificates. It's really simple. You'll go to the page that I just mentioned down there, Xeroshoes.eu/fall22sale.com/fall22sale. You'll see a sweepstakes app on the right of the screen or the bottom of the screen, depending on the device you're using. Different actions you can take in that sweepstakes. Some of those you can do every day. Different actions have different number of entries that you get. The more entries you get, the better your chance of winning. Don't wait to the end of the sale to see if you win before you pick up something during the sale, because we're actually announcing the winners after the sale closes. And if you win after you bought something, we'll either give you that whatever you won back as a credit on your order, or of course you can use that to pick up something else for someone you love or for yourself. By the way, this is a live event. So enter comments below or wherever you have to enter comments. I will see them on my screen over there. That's what happens when I'm looking over there. And then I'll respond to them, like this one from Virenjeet, who says, give us a hint about what new models are coming up. Oh boy, if I was at the office, this would be easier. We have a new road running shoe that is really, really cool. We have a training shoe that you can use for everything. People use all of our products for pretty much everything. But this one's designed kind of like a classic training shoe where it's got that instep strap to really lock you in place. This thing, the people in our office describe it as the most comfortable shoe they've ever worn. So really excited about that one. What else? We have a leather boot for men that is beautiful, and an upgrade or a new version of, an additional version of the Prio that's also really, really special, and maybe a couple of other things too. Deneen says, you guys are too dangerous for my budget. I love you. One of my best friends, best man at my wedding, texted me yesterday and said, I am so mad at you. I think I now own 12 pairs of Xero shoes. So there's that. Jermaine says, I live in San Antonio. I've almost been obsessed with Xero shoes for 2 years, but I only have one pair now. I'm working on purchasing all of them one day. Good luck. I don't think even my wife and I have all of them sitting at our house because that would fill up the house. So we just keep adding more styles based on the things that you guys request. And so let's see. Someone I can't read who it's from. Which shoe would I suggest for lifting in the gym? Lots of them. We have a lot of literally professional power lifters and Olympic lifters who are in our shoes. The Speed Force is very popular because it's the closest thing to barefoot. The HFS is popular, little more protection than the Speed Force. The 360, also popular because it's designed for like CrossFit, parkour, lateral motion sports like pickleball and tennis. People wear the Prio. So pretty much any of our kind of performance shoes really work great for lifting. We've even had people in our casual shoes, our Hana, for example, lifting in that shoe. So any of them are great because they let your toes spread so you can really grip the ground flat so you're not messing with your posture, et cetera. We were actually recently at a powerlifting competition, and a woman came in, tried on the HFS, I believe, really liked it, went over and set a new PR in the bench and the deadlift. The bench, because as you know, if you're a lifter, strength starts with your feet and your feet start with your toes. So you get everything engaged with your feet, goes all the way up the rest of your body. Let's see. I want to apologize for something before I answer these next couple of comments. Some of you may have discovered that we've been having some website issues. I mean, I guess that's one way of putting it. It's really that we have been hammered during this sale. Again, biggest sale we've ever had. And so every now and then, one of two things happens, just time taking to process an order. And the other thing, every now and then, someone's put something in their cart, and in the time that it's taken them to then get to actually check out, a couple of those items were sold out during that time, which is insane in the membrane. Also, quick thing I want to explain. Some people are a little confused by this. So the reason we're having this sale is A, because, well, we always have a holiday sale, and B, we have new products coming in the spring we need to make room for in our warehouse. So there are some colors that we had way overbought. We had a glitch in our accounting system, and so that happened. So some certain colors of certain styles have different prices than other colors. And if you don't see the color and size that you want of a particular style, but you see that color and size at a different price than a different color and size, that's why that's happening. And if you don't see it at all, it's because we've sold out, because this is really a clearance sale. So it's not like we're just doing this and have tons of stuff. We're bringing in more things that are at a discount just for the fun of it. There's a reason behind this. So the warehouse clearance part of the sale, that's why that's happening. So a bunch of comments came in. Let me jump into these really quickly. Ordered 3 pairs of shoes and a pair of sandals. Excited to transition to a barefoot lifestyle. That's from Shauna. We can't wait to hear what happens when you do. Varen G says, did all my Christmas shopping with the sale. It's Christmas in September. Let's see. Thank you for answering. That's from someone from Greece. That's why I can't actually read your name. My apologies, since I don't speak Greek. Just for my first pairs. This is from Brenda. 2 of the Mary Jane style. Very excited that at 55 I found shoes that actually are made for my foot shape. Happy to hear that. Dan says, great sale. I've overspent. There's no such thing as overspending, Dan. Keep going. So look, honestly, we don't want you to do more than you can do, more that's appropriate. We just want to make these available for you at these prices that are frankly nutty. Let's see. Graham says, I have the daylight hikers and the excursion hikers. I love them. I have a lot of waterfalls and cross rivers to get to them. Boy, that sounds delightful. I want to know where you live. They're very grippy on rocks. When I get in water and climb up to the waterfall, they can slippery, and I don't feel as comfortable with them. I wish they were better in the water and wet rocks. So let me say a couple things about that. The first one is, despite all of our attempts, we cannot violate the laws of physics. And if you go, I think I have, let me see if I have this in the right spot. Ice. So I just put a link in the chat for something you're going to want to take a look at, because it's showing, among other things, people running across ice. The way they're able to do it is if you're running with proper form, when your foot is coming down to the ground, it's coming down kind of vertically. And if you just sat there doing this with your foot, there's no issue with friction. There's no issue with slipping. So that's how they're able to run on ice. When you're climbing, whether you're going uphill, downhill on something wet or dry, same issue. If you're getting your feet underneath you and underneath your center of mass before you start doing something, you shouldn't have any issues. If you're putting your foot out in front or to the side, that's where, when you're not weighted, that's when you're going to see some slipping, because you're just not putting your weight is at an angle, and there's just nothing we can do when something is a slippery surface to accommodate that, unfortunately. So we've been trying to, violate the laws of physics. Levitation would be good, but we haven't gotten there yet. So hopefully that's helpful. Dan, 4 pairs of shoes, 2 rocks mats. Often hearing that. Eric, I use the Oswego for the gym. They work great. I don't know if we still have any of those left. We have some of those, I think, in the EU, but we may be sold out of those entirely on the .com in the US site or the North American site. But the Oswego is similar to the Hana and similar to the Aptos, another shoe that's actually, we have a bunch of people who lift in. So once again, just a quick reminder, now through October 3rd, and don't wait to the last minute like many people try to do, because that's when things are going to be sold out. Now through October 3rd, you can save up to 70%. It's outrageous. Typically between 10 and 70% on almost pretty much every shoe, boot, and sandal that we have, except for the wait, I can do it. The Naboso Trail Sandal, because that one is a joint effort with us and someone else, and it's kind of their product, so we don't have the approval or right to discount that one. But everything else you'll be able to find at Xeroshoes.com/fall22 sale or Xeroshoes.eu/fall22 sale. You get all the details. It'll show you what the prices are for everything, and you can register to win one of 10 $100 or €100 Xero Shoes gift certificates. So definitely head over there. The links are right there below, and find out all the info. And pardon me, it is the weekend. We do have people from our customer happiness team working remotely. They're not answering the phones today. They're just handling emails, but they'll be back in the office tomorrow morning. So if you have any questions, they are there to help. And if you're not sure what shoe to get, when you go to our site, you'll see right at the top, wait, what does it say? Let's forget the name of this link. I'm going to look it up. You're going to see a link that says find your shoe. And what that means is that when you click on that link, you will go through our shoe finder quiz that'll ask you some questions and give you recommendations of what shoes we think would be right for you based on what you are saying you want to do in your Xero shoes. So I don't want to keep you long. I don't know about where you are, but it's a beautiful sunny day here in Colorado. And I was gone for the last few days at a biohacking event. You might be able to hear it in my voice. This is what it sounds like after 3 days of talking nonstop over really loud things around me. So I want you to go enjoy your day. Of course, I hope that very soon you're enjoying your day in a pair of Xero shoes if you're not already. So let me just do a quick thing. If you have any other questions, toss them in there. We'll just kind of do a going once, going twice thing. And if not, I will let you go back to your enjoying your day, and I will do the same with mine. Haven't seen my wife or my dog who's sitting over there. We have a new to us dog. He was about 2.5 when we got him 5 months ago. Lena and I have never had a dog before. The joke that I say is, I can't say that I love my dog more than my wife, she tells me. And happily, she thinks the same thing. We're just madly in love with this dog, and I have to take him for a WALK. I can't say that word or he explodes. So nothing else is coming in. So just again, go to Xeroshoes.eu/fall22 sale if you're in the EU. If you're not there, go to Xeroshoes.com/fall22 sale and save up to 70% on our shoes, boots, and sandals, and register to win a $100 gift certificate from Xero Shoes. We got a lot of exciting things happening at the end of the year and beginning of next year that I can't wait to tell you about. I wish I could now. In fact, I could now if I had the shoes to show you, but I don't because I'm at home and not at the office. But I will be showing those on like an upcoming Ask Me Anything, and etc. And if there's is there anything else, anything that I missed? Not that I can think. Oh, I'm going to mention one thing really quickly. If you read Born to Run, the book that catalyzed, that basically created the whole natural movement, barefoot running movement, Born to Run 2, coming out in early December. Chris McDougall and his running coach and co-author Eric Orton have that book. We're going to be featured in there very extensively. And a lot of the things that Chris and Eric are doing are featuring Xero Shoes. And we have a really special surprise about that coming up soon too. So, but definitely be on the lookout for that. In fact, if you go to borntorun.world, I'm going to put this in here, HTTPS borntorun.world. Just get on the list to get a copy of that book as pre-order the book because it's going to be amazing. It's the practical version, how to become a happy, healthy, enjoyable runner. Enjoy running. So there's that. Any details on shoes coming up? I mentioned a few things before. I'll say them again. A new road runner that's super comfy, a new training shoe that's amazingly comfy, a leather boot for men, another upgrade to the Prio. And that's all I'm remembering at the moment. Grungy says, soccer cleats, please. Do me a favor. Go to Xeroshoes.com/feedback and submit that as a request. That's where that all happens. Randy says, Xero Shoes best in the universe. You know, we're discovering lots of new things about the universe. I'm willing to be second best, but definitely no more than that. Ernesto, the leather boot's coming out. How durable would you say the leather is? How well does it wear? I actually can't give you an answer for that because it's a brand new product on how durable. I mean, it depends on what you're doing. If you're trying to stop bullets with it, that's one thing. If you're just wearing it, it's full grain leather. It's high quality leather, so should last a really long time. And the wear, again, depends on what you're doing with it. If you're scraping them up, that's one thing. If you're just wearing them casually, whole other thing. But we don't have a lot of info on that other than the reports from our wear testers, where they've been wearing it for a couple months, loving it. I'm not hearing anything other than love it. So, and okay. Anyway, that seems to be the end of the questions for now. If by chance you have any others, feel free to type them in. Somebody will get to you as soon as possible. Ferengi says, when are we going to get on a TV show or a movie? That's actually a really interesting question. I met someone on Thursday who may be able to help us with a TV show that I'm not allowed to mention. And there's some stuff coming up next summer, possibly, that may be interesting. And that's all I'm allowed to say about that. But more about that as it becomes a thing. Anyway, absolute pleasure. This is one of my favorite things to do, is to hear from you guys and share, especially great news like, hey, we have this save up to 70%. Inflation busting, inventory adjusting. No, it's not a holiday sale pricing, and the opportunity to win some $100 Xero Shoes gift certificates. So go out and have a wonderful day. By the way, I'm doing another one of these at 7 o'clock Mountain Time tonight for everyone who's in North America. So until then, go out, have fun, and live life feet first.